If your audience tunes out, it's not because your research lacks value. And it's not because you're anxious, introverted, or not a natural speaker. I work with researchers who publish strong work and still lose rooms at conferences. Their problem can be understood by thinking about what presentation means and how they're only thinking about one meaning of the word present. If you want to give the kinds of talks that have an impact, open doors, and transform careers, you need to think about all three. Because if you only get one of them right, your talk will quietly disappear. The mistake most researchers make is they simply think about a presentation as presenting their work. I see this over and over again. In a workshop just a few months ago, I asked a group of 20 plus researchers if they thought the purpose of their presentation was to present their work. 18 hands went up. So I asked the few who hadn't raised their hands what they thought the purpose was, and we started chatting. What we got to was, it depends, with the nuance being about different presentations having different purposes. One of those nuances was how sometimes they tried to think about how they could demonstrate the value of their work, whereas other times they thought about how something from their work could be of direct value for their audience. This is second level thinking. This is the thinking that reflects present not as a verb, but as a noun, a present. What is it that you can bring your audience that is of value to them? What is the value of your work beyond its scientific novelty? There are lots of strategies here, from novel methodology others might want to use, to a new way of thinking about an old problem, to downstream outcomes of eventual significance of your work. This last one is a favorite of an engineering professor named Jeff Bergthorson, who I work with. He works in solid-state fuel space, where I've coached his PhDs and postdocs in his alternative fuels lab. And he has a favorite question he asks to trigger the value answer. It's this: what would be different in 5 or 10 years if your research was successful? This is the so what of your knowledge gap or hypothesis testing. That answer is the value that filling the knowledge gap takes another step towards unlocking. So the takeaway here, remember, don't be a researcher who just presents their work, but think beyond that and decide what the present of your work for the listener actually is. A presentation only works if the receiver knows why it matters. And the value is not how hard the work was, how complex the methods are, how many results you include. The value is what changes something for the listener. And there are only two honest options. Either you make clear why your research has real value in the world, or you make clear what value it has for this audience. Sometimes the gift is, this matters and here's why. Sometimes the gift is, you can use this. Both are valid. What doesn't work is saying, here's my research, take from it what you want. That's not a gift, that's a Wikipedia entry. I started by telling you there were 3 definitions of present, and we've now done 2. A verb, to present, which is what most researchers think is enough. A noun, present, something that has value, that distinguishes forgettable presentations from the really good ones. But what about that third one? It's the one that separates good presentations from outstanding ones people remember hours, days, sometimes even years later. That third meaning is when present is used as an adjective. It describes the experience both the speaker and the audience have. It's about being present, which is of course about being able to be in the moment with the audience. And it's what triggers the audience being in the moment with you. You can't be present if you're hiding behind slides or trapped in your own head. You've probably felt this yourself. You're presenting something you memorized, rushing to try and finish on time, worried you'll forget something. And then you finish, and you have no memory of what just happened. Yes, you're relieved to be done, but you're also left wondering, did I do a good job? And the answer is probably not. You see, you weren't actually there. You were in your head, not with the audience. Had you been present in the moment with the audience, you'd know if you'd done a good job. you'd have felt yourself getting excited. You'd have seen people leaning in, nodding. You see, presence isn't confidence, it's deeper than that. It's immersion. Being present means meeting people where they are, watching, understanding, form in real time, letting the room shape how you explain your work. When you're immersed in the value of what you're sharing, something interesting happens. People stop evaluating you. You stop evaluating yourself. Everyone engages with your idea. This isn't performance, it's connection. And connection is what allows complexity to land. Most research talks don't fail because the research is weak. They fail because the presenter misunderstands what it means to present. The presenter focuses on delivering information and forgets the gift and forgets the room. If you want help deciding what your audience should actually receive and how to stay present while you deliver it, these are 2 of the 13 teaching modules in the course I'm building for PhDs and postdocs and other early career researchers. If you want to know what the other 11 are, follow the link. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet to not miss next week's. Good luck out there, and remember, the world is better when your voice is a bigger part of it.